This is a message for Donald Trump supporters regarding this witch hunt, starting with the current trial in New York. What you should do, what you need to do, is bombard social media with messages for the jury telling them to find him not guilty. This is called jury nullification, as I'm sure many of you know. Trump's lawyers can't do it, and Trump can't do it either, but you can. For those of you who are not familiar with it, Trump has been accused of making an unauthorised campaign donation, whatever. This odious Bragg, the man who converts felonies into misdemeanors, has taken one possible misdemeanor and somehow converted it into 34 felonies, claiming that Trump paid this Stormy Daniels creature $130,000 so that she would keep stum during the election and this wouldn't interfere with his chances. Donald Trump is a crime victim. If he made this payment, if he authorised this payment, let's assume he did. What's the bottom line? Pay me a large amount of money, or I'll go to the press and tell them we had a one-night stand, whatever, and see how your wife likes it. That's extortion, blackmail. So if he paid the money, don't call it hush money, it's extortion. If he paid the money, then he's a crime victim. If Michael Cohen paid it of his own volition, then Trump is not culpable. And I do feel somewhat sorry for Cohen, because although he's clearly turned against Trump, he's suffered so much persecution. Everybody around Trump has been targeted by the FBI, the Justice Department, the police, everyone around him. And this isn't because they're all evil, it's because the people who are persecuting him are evil. He's also accused of paying off another woman, Karen McDougal, who is, well, classier than Stormy Daniels, let's put it that way. But again, this is extortion. If he paid her off, he's a crime victim. This case is absolutely absurd. What isn't absurd, though, is that Hillary Clinton, who was responsible for this obscene and laughable Steele dossier, she paid for that through the law firm Perkins Coie. The money for that was laundered through the firm, and really that was election interference big time. That's call it defamation, whatever. And to this day, she and her crowd are pushing this Russian conspiracy garbage. So what the jury needs to do is say that this is outrageous. This man Bragg is one of the people, along with Letitia James and many others, who've turned one of the great cities of the world into, well, look at New York now. It's a hellhole. People have been assaulted on the streets seriously by deranged people, by shoplifting, and is out of control. Real laws are not being enforced, and serious violent criminals, many of them deranged, are walking away with a proverbial slap on the wrist. They assault somebody gratuitously and then they're out on bond the next day, or even the same day, while they're going after Trump for doing what? This was a man who gave up his golden years to, rightly or wrongly, in his opinion, make America great again. He succeeded largely, and the people in control of America now are destroying it, and this is willful. Let me put it to you like this. If Trump does win the election, if he does return to the White House, there will be violence on the streets. The extreme left have promised that. But if he doesn't, what will happen will be far, far worse. The border is still open and it will continue to be open. The country is being flooded with poor people, impoverished people and terrorists. There's diseases like tuberculosis and leprosy being brought into the country. People from all over the world, unchecked, lowering the standard of living of all people, especially urbanites. Urban blacks especially are unhappy with this, outraged, because unlike the white liberals on Martha's Vineyard, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of these so-called asylum seekers being dumped in their cities. Let me put it this way: the United States cannot survive another 4 years of Biden or anyone resembling Biden, any Democrat. They're trying to impose central bank digital currencies. They're destroying the oil industry, and they're also coming for your guns. Why would they want to do that? When they take away your guns, only the police will have guns. The police, the FBI, and we've seen what the FBI have been doing. If you're purging anyone who is remotely conservative or concerned with preserving the Constitution. So this is your last chance. So I would say put it out on social media for the jury in this case and all the cases to ignore the so-called evidence against Trump and acquit him and get him back in the White House.